So today is the day we talk about the big guy. The biggest of the bigs, the nastiest monster in the game potentially, the Dark Titan himself from the Dark Titan expansion, Agranok. Yup, here he is, very mad at being banished a long time ago, ready to come back and smash your castle absolutely flat. He's an 8-point beast of a monster with all sorts of special powers, and we're going to take a closer look at him, and I'll tell you about how he works here, because he's pretty scary.
So here he is, Agranok himself, barely fitting on the camera screen. He is scary, spiky, monstrous, and yes, massive. So you can see his dial actually does go from 8. Now it goes down to 0, but one of the things about Agranok is if you notice he has an X instead of a 1. That's because you have to finish him off by doing 2 points of damage. You have to do 2 and 1 to finish him off. You can't hit him with a single point of damage. He's got a lot of special tricks up his sleeve. As far as the mini goes though, yeah, he's just pretty spectacular. Now, just also a little interesting point to note here. Let's take a look at the size of our bad boy. This is how he looks compared to the standard guys. There's a troll, there's a goblin, there's an orc, and there he is compared to your castle. You can see, whoops, as I knock over the castle, just how monstrous of a guy he is. He is, yeah, he's going to do some damage. Another interesting little piece of note about Agranok, he takes no damage when he hits any castle structures. So he's literally laughing at your castle right now as he stomps it absolutely flat. Now, one of the things about him is you don't pull him out like a regular monster. There is no Agranok token in the game. Instead, you're going to pull the heralds like we talked about last time. The heralds are the messengers that tell you he's getting close. 5 of them in the game. The first 3 will be placed onto the Agranok card, unlocking him and having a special effect each time a herald is placed. When all 3 of these slots are filled, you flip it over, and now you're dealing with the actual Agranok card. Level 1 Agranok has no special powers. He's just the terrible beast he is. And these things at the bottom always apply. When you play a slay card, like a barbarian or a a nice shot, anything that would kill a monster normally that says slay, even wizard cards, they do 4 points of damage, 4, instead of slaying him, and they get banished, meaning removed from the game. See in bold point right there, removed from the game. So you got to be careful when you play that. You're going to lose your barbarian for the rest of the game. The other things are, like I said, takes no damage from castle structures. And then Agranok has a special feature. When he goes from 8 to... Here, I'll show you. His first 8 spikes are nice and sharp. When you get to 4, notice how they're cracked and broken and like dented. That's because he's hit his sort of damaged side, or enraged mode if you want to think of it that way. When he goes from 5 to 4 like that and hits his damaged mode, everyone at the table loses a card at random. Could be a wizard card, could be a regular card, whatever you're playing with, you're going to lose something at random. So that's another thing to think about when you hit him, is how much damage he does to you. And then, like I said, level 1 Agranok, depending on how many of these little Agranok symbols are up here, he has no special powers beyond that. Everything else, though, does. After he moves, you're going to roll the die and do something else. A lot of times it's going to be him moving again or throwing boulders and things like that. He's just terrible. He's all around terrible. The other thing is, if he's on the board and you get one of the remaining heralds, well, then you have to do his special action again. So... yeah, it's terrible. He really is truly a big, big threat to the castle, even if he does look kind of amazing. So, yeah, heads up. He's part of the Dark Titan expansion. It's going to be included in the Castle Panic Deluxe collection. So keep your eyes open, keep your head down, and good luck fighting him. He's not your friend. Catch y'all later. Bye-bye.